Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Boy, we got some fast ones in here. Christian, it's like a record time. Lawrence, oh boy, what did Bitcoin do now? Oh boy, what is Bitcoin doing now? All of a sudden. And what's strange is I looked and I seen, you know, a little bit of good news, but really this is just a random rally. Why? We'll find out. This is what the live stream is all about. We're about to find out, boys. We're also about to find out if it's going to breach 60K. Because at 60K, all your altcoins are going to go through the roof too. Because then people are going to be like, well, I ain't going to buy into Bitcoin now because it's already really high. So I'll go and buy my altcoins. So, we got a good day, I think, ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen. I was here 2021. Confirmed. You're now locked in, Hog of War. Confirmed. The whole world confirmed. Hog of War was here 2021. Any tips on how to handle an Allen key? I dropped it 10 times in the last hour. Get a bigger one. Bigger, more torque. Try getting it wet. I don't know what that means. Try getting Bitcoin wet. We'll see. It might break it though. Hey, Sidank, the Psyduck. Finger is always on the Sotko click trigger. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll even get Meat from Meat Investments, largest cryptocurrency investment firm in Germany and any German-speaking country apart from Austria. So, also today, we're burning ETH something fierce, and it's a pretty average high burn too. So we're not going down into like the 70 gas area or anything like that. We've been pretty consistent over 100 gas for like basically 24 hours. So 24-hour burn rate is at 9.2 ETH, $33,000 a minute. So we're only producing about half an ETH per block here, or per minute. Per minute. So pretty low. Let's see what we're paying here. Reward's still pretty high though. You know, like with EIP 1559, you'd figure this would be a little bit less, but burn death, we got 2.7, 2.8, 3.37. Burning a lot of ETH, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, that's a lot of money. I mean, hell, right there, 3.37 ETH. It's like well over $10,000. Am I live? I always feel like I'm lagging 30 minutes behind. You got to click that live button that's like next to the volume. If that live button isn't red, then yeah, you're behind. YouTube is a little bit behind anyway. I can change it to be like a different latency, but I just keep the regular latency. It just keeps a better stream. So technically, it is a little bit behind from like me saying a word to it going to YouTube. I think Twitch is actually a little bit ahead. I think Twitch is a little bit more less latent than YouTube. We will get to a point where we're burning more ETH than mining every day. Will we get to a point? I know it happened once or twice already. Yeah, it's happened more than once or twice. It's just a matter of whenever the gas fees are high enough. If they get any higher than this, we will be deflationary. But the idea is that Ethereum is not going to always be deflationary. It's just during times of high usage. So right now, we're barely inflationary. We're creating 0.6 ETH per minute. So if the fees get much higher, then it will be deflationary. So it depends. I don't think it's never, I don't think, really going to be at a point where it's going to be permanently deflationary. That wasn't really the idea of VIP 1559. That was a bit of a misconception that Ethereum would be entirely deflationary the entire time. It's just, it goes in periods. However, you know, with EIP 1559, we're seeing overall far less Ethereum being created every day, regardless if it's inflationary, you know, or not. We're seeing less, so it's like less inflationary. MrSotko in the house. How's it going, sir? Fast Eddie. Favorite movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie, please see that movie. National Lampoon Senior Trip. It's so good. It's the very first movie where the actor who plays Hawkeye in the Avengers, that was his first movie ever. And there was even an interview with him on YouTube, and the interviewer asks him about his first movie, and he didn't want to talk about it. He was embarrassed, but I wouldn't be embarrassed. If I was the interviewer, I would tell him, don't be embarrassed. That movie was great. I used to watch that movie like 3 times a day when I was 12. God, that movie's so great. The Dope King, man. Long live the Dope King. Talk about a party, might as well get one going. God, it's just filled with great quotes. It's the best movie ever. So good. It's so cheesy, but it's so good. But anyway, so yeah, we are on our way to 60,000. We're getting a little bit of a dip here, but I mean, look at this RSI though. I mean, we punched through here, and then we really punched through here. What is that top? 86 RSI. Incredible. So there's going to be a natural correction right here, and it could just go sideways for a second and then back up. It depends on what's going on today. And the idea is that I don't really know. I woke up today and prices were just going through the roof. Prices were going way up yesterday as well. In case you guys were just like under a rock. Which lower cap, not top 10 coin is a good investment in your opinion? We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a sec. I mean, SHIB is doing really well, but I don't believe in that long term. So non-top 10? I don't know if this counts, because I think you're talking about like a lower cap coin. But again, Chainlink, because they create oracles for various companies. Chainlink is great. They have real partnerships. I think VeChain is great. They have real partnerships. Filecoin always seems to have these exceptional gains and losses. So like if you buy Filecoin at the bottom, like whenever there's like big losses in the crypto world, like Filecoin always seems to snap back for some reason. I mean, I don't use personally Filecoin, but for some reason it just snaps back every time. Hedera is a pretty good idea. And not so much Neo. That's been kind of dying real slowly over time. Compound got wrecked the other day. I'm surprised it's even up today, considering they gave out like $90 million of it on accident. Zcash used to be great. Honestly, like BAT is a great idea too. BAT actually has a pretty good real use case to it. And it used to be like, what, $1.50, I think, at its high. So that's a good 2x right there if it comes back. And if Bitcoin reaches 60 to 64,000, I think all of these coins are going to be a good investment in general. Because again, once we reach like 60 to 64,000 like we were, I mean, think about it. Like, put yourself in the minds of like the statistical masses. Are you going to put money into Bitcoin? Like, if you're looking to make a quick buck, okay, like not for the long term. Like, I know a lot of people in here are like, hey, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin and I'm gonna not spend it till 2032, you know, or something like that, like till after the halving, because the 2032 halving is the first halving where Bitcoin will be under 1 Bitcoin per block. It'll be like 0.7, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact number, but it'll be well under 1 Bitcoin. And Bitcoin will be very high priced then. Like, it'll have to be a very high price then, because miners will be mining for less than 1 Bitcoin per block. And imagine a pool mining. Like, imagine an entire pool mining, like Ant Pool or something. Like, and you just get less than 1 Bitcoin. Less than 1. For everybody. So Bitcoin's gonna have to be really fucking expensive in order for that to still be profitable. And we see that every halving. So 2012, 2016, 2020, every halving, it's gone up so far. We've only had 3, but so far consistent. But anyway, back to that. So once you're at like 64,000, 60,000, some Bitcoin, you know, and you want to make a quick buck, like, what are you going to put your money in? Bitcoin, because it might only go up a couple percent, maybe, or some altcoin, and that's when altcoins shine. So that's why we have these like altcoin cycles, is because like Bitcoin gets too high. So you're like, well, I'm not going to make much money if I put it in, if I put money into Bitcoin now and it goes up. So I'm going to put my money in this altcoin instead. And that's sort of like where we have this divergence into altcoins temporarily. I mean, that's one of the reasons. I mean, sure, there's a ton of reasons for it. Maybe there's good news about a particular coin, this, that, and the other thing. But I just mean in general. Yo, bro, how are you today? Pretty good. I think everybody's pretty good. If you're invested in a cryptocurrency, I think you're doing pretty good today. Moonriver will do really well, in my opinion. Moonriver? What is Moonriver? Moonriver? I've never heard of this. Moonriver. Okay. Let's see, what, $307? Is this a DeFi? Moonriver is fully Ethereum compatible smart contract parachain on Kasama. Due to Ethereum-like design, developer-friendly approach, Moonriver has attracted dozens of projects to be built on it. Wow, okay. This seems to be doing fairly well. Let's look at the max, though. Okay, it was a high about a month ago and kind of trending down, but maybe this market moving it will move it up. All right, so interesting. All right, fair enough. Never heard of it, but yeah. So, yep. So we're still only at 0.6 Ethereum per minute. So really slowing down that distribution a lot. Miners are making a reasonable amount, though. You know, like post EIP 1559. I mean, this block reward was 3, so there's a whole extra ETH for miners, and a whole extra ETH for miners there. But then it burned 3.6, so burning quite a bit. Burning 3.6 here. Keep up the work, greats. Glad to see you didn't stop doing the video. Let's get back on this bull run. Yeah, I've been making videos for a few weeks now. Moonriver sounds scammy. I don't think so. I don't. It doesn't sound like a scam to me. It's just a fully Ethereum compatible smart contract on Kusama. So, I mean, it doesn't. I don't. I mean, it's not. It didn't say that it's like a Ponzi or a pyramid style. So I don't see how this is scammy at all. It's not like an investment platform or anything like that that would, you know, like have gains for initial people or not. So, but moving on here. So we're looking pretty good. Let's check ETH though real quick. Woo! Oh man. Look at that, 3356 to 3600. So we did have 3600 ETH today, sitting at 3596 now. Oh man, ETH is on its way to that $5,000 mark. I want to see $5,000. When spot ETF? I don't know. I wish. I mean, I hope. I only have one concern about a Bitcoin ETF, and that's the same concern that when Bitcoin futures came out, like CBOE, that day Bitcoin dumped. That was December 2017 when CBOE, like CME futures came out, and that was like December 17th they came out, something like that, and it dumped that day and continued to dump pretty much after that until 3200, and then here we are today. So I just hope that an ETF doesn't ruin the gains. Either I have two fears about it. One is it'll be like when futures came out and Bitcoin will dump like unbelievably. Why? I really don't know. Maybe people would short and then sell on the ETF exchange and then dump it to get their shorts fulfilled. I mean, they did that with futures, so I mean, you can essentially do that now if you want. And that'll give a lot of institutional investors the ability to do that, as well as the ability to buy, don't get me wrong. But two, my fear is that it will tame the price. And you could argue like that's a good thing to tame the price, because then it would be a better currency. But we all know that Bitcoin doesn't make a very good currency now. It did when it first came out, but one of Satoshi Nakamoto's oversights was the blocks and how fast this would get filled up and how slow it would get based on how many people want to use it. I mean, it was a really big oversight, you know, because like at first when Bitcoin was created, Satoshi was probably like, this is working really well. This is great. You know what I mean? This is fine. But, you know, he didn't really think to himself like, okay, like what if there was like 10 million people using this? And then, yeah. I mean, there is that trilemma of engineering in the sense that, you know, you can never make it fast without losing decentralization or this, that, or the other thing. But it was a bit of an oversight. There's a few oversights in Bitcoin that I have noticed about Satoshi Nakamoto that he totally didn't foresee. One was ASICs and GPUs. One was the transactions. And I think I found a few more like big oversights of Satoshi Nakamoto over the years, but I mean, we got what we got, and it's really a better investment platform than it is a currency. So taming the price, I argue, is not a good thing, because we like the price, right? Like we like selling at 60,000 and then rebuying at 40,000. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing here. You know, that's why we chose crypto. Otherwise, we'd all just be in stocks, you know, which I'm sure some of you are. And I urge you to be, like, particularly dividend stocks. AT&T has like over 7%. 3M is a great dividend stock. Verizon is an okay dividend stock. Although AT&T is consistently going down. Fast Eddie, thank you for the $5 holler, man. Appreciate your hard work and insight. Well, I appreciate you, man. But I don't think that training video they appreciated, Fast Eddie. God, I just can't get over it. I love your name, man. I love it. As soon as you come into the chat, I'm just like, ah, man, what a great movie. Meep, thank you for subscribing for 19 months. Meep on Twitch, everybody. Head on over to Twitch, everybody. There's Meep. Meep is over on Twitch. Germany's largest cryptocurrency investment firm, Meep Investments, and the largest investment firm in any German-speaking country, apart from Austria. I thought you were done? That was like 3 weeks ago. I came back. So, seeds. I was a little bit. I think I just needed a break. Calling for Shocktober and ETH to 5K. Yep, I already called ETH to 5K. I hope we get that 5K ETH. I mean, we're at a really low burn rate right now, or really high burn rate. We're only at 0.4 ETH emission per minute. So yeah, seeds. Hey guys, again, I say it every time. A lot of people come in and they say, man, I thought you quit. I'm glad you're back, etc. And I'm glad to have you guys. I appreciate you guys coming back. But please hit that notification bell next to the subscription. And then that way you'll get a notification when I go live or make a video, because YouTube will not notify you. You just have to find out yourself. So please hit that subscription bell button. I do check my analytics. I want that number to be 20%. It's only at like 17 or something like that. I can't remember. But I want it to be 20%. 20%. JR Riggs, what's going on? Delgado, thanks for the... what is that, a heart emoji with a Wi-Fi signal? I'll take it. I'll take it. Can we get a star scap backdrop? Looks like the inside of a gypsy's caravan. It's just a small office. Starscape backdrop. It's just my office. It's a small room. Look, I mean, my hand touches here, and then I can kind of go and touch the other one. It's probably 8 feet by... It's probably like an 8 by 8 room. And that, like, they had to make a closet into it to consider it a bedroom, because I don't know about like other countries or anything, but in America, like to be able to call something a bedroom, you have to have a closet in it, apparently. So it looks like they made a closet. Because like if you open the door, you can tell that somebody had like installed like had actually installed it post. So it makes a naturally good office. Although it's hot. It's hotter than hell. It gets like 90 degrees in here. So I gotta have the AC on. So no, it's not a gypsy caravan, Silver Fist. I promise you. It's a multiple story brick house. I don't live in a gypsy caravan. MrSotko's in his bunker. Yeah, not today. When you'll know when I'm in my bunker when you see the ladies in the hot tub and the infinite couch. You think 60K this week? I think if we keep on what we're doing right now, yes. Depends. It's hard to say. Like, right now we're kind of trading sideways because we blasted over 70 RSI. And for most traders, this is a sign. Big loves. Yeah, big loves, man. Most traders consider this a sign to sell. So I'm not saying to sell right now. I'm just saying this is generally a time that it is overbought and it will dip usually. So we'll have to see what happens right here, and that's why we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching this. MrSotko's 400-foot underground bunker. Yeah, become a member today, guys. Hit the join button. Become a member, and then you're gonna get your pass into the 400-foot underground vault. Jorge, the vault guard's gonna give you a hearty handshake. He's gonna let you go down the 400-foot underground replica Metal Gear Solid blast furnace elevator, and like once in a while people attack you. Don't worry, it's fake, but like you can punch them back and stuff, you know, like your Snake. It's fine. It's just like it's a little RP thing you get to go through. It's part of your money, right? You're paying for it, you know. I'm not selling this new moon cycle. I got a feels. All right, man. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm just saying that normally this is a sign for most traders that that's why it's starting to trade sideways, because people are like, I don't know. So we'll have to see if this blasts up through it, gives people more confidence. I mean, even the vortex indicator is kind of showing it coming back down a little bit, and like the bearishness is moving on up. But we'll see. With this hype, you know, who knows? People getting to their computers, getting to their phones, buying, because it's a great time. But ETH is probably doing something similar at the moment. Yeah, kinda. Blasted through that, coming back down now. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with that. But someone bought $1.6 billion worth of Bitcoin in 5 minutes. Everyone was expecting to see short squeeze after 52K, but it seems what happened wasn't really a short squeeze. As you can see, 1.6 billion worth of Bitcoin was taken just a few minutes by a big buyer. So we might be squeezing some shorts. That's probably, I mean, this guy says that it wasn't a short squeeze, but that looks like a short squeeze. It could just be that buyer, but again, if anybody was shorting around this period, they just got wrecked and forced to buy in. So that could be what this is too, is that, you know, there was some whale purchases that have been wrecking shorts and forcing those shorts to buy in. That's basically what a short squeeze is. It makes you buy in at the price when you get liquidated, when your time's up. I was buying Bitcoin at 5K. Because of yourself and a few others. Well, then it looks like you're doing pretty good right now, Fist. Everybody needs that silver fist. Kind of like Johnny Tremaine. Johnny Tremaine had a silver fist. Your name, you know what? Your name and logo reminds me of both Johnny Tremaine, and it kind of looks like it would be like an image on a Jethro Tull album. Maybe. You know, like maybe behind like Aqualung or something like that, or I especially require a silver fist. Yeah, I know. I every time everybody needs a silver fist. What are you gonna do with it? Don't ask me questions that you don't want the answer to. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do with your silver fist? Nobody asked that. Like, let's all be grown ass men and not ask each other what we're gonna be doing with our silver fists. Okay? You can do anything you want with it. Put it on your mantle. Whatever, you know, look at it, use it as a weapon. Hey, you know, I ain't judging. BTC moved from 52K to 55K within 5 minutes. Hey, how you doing, Hydro Economist, everybody? Follow Hydro Economist on Twitch. You guys like gold and silver? Follow Hydro Economist. It seems from this was a single large buyer. There was not a big short squeeze as many people were expecting. Short liquidation at that time was only 17 million. It's still a good chunk of change. Shorts could also be stopped out, but it's not a very big liquidation, more than usual. Maybe we'll know more about this in the next days. It seems like, in general, people have no idea what's going on. People are just like, oh, why is the price going up? I don't know. Whales are purchasing. So it's probably some whales finally decided to move the price, and at the same time, it's short squeezing at least a little bit. SHIB's recent pump has caused me to think about crypto in general. Yeah, Shiba Inu is way up. Why? I don't know. CoinGecko seems to be pretty slow right now. All right, well, coinmarketcap's winning the speed contest at the moment. Shiba, yeah, way up. And in the past 7 days, up 220%. In the past 24 hours, up 74%. I think it's the highest winner in the past day. Yeah, Shiba. Bitcoin Gold is up 13%. Why? People still buy and mine Bitcoin Gold? Alrighty. Arweave, IOTA, FTX token, Sia coin. Why? Bitcoin is one of the top gainers. That's actually kind of unusual. And of course, Rat Bitcoin and BEP2, Neo. Ravencoin well up. The miners are really liking that. It seems like way up more than I think Ethereum Classic is up more than Ethereum itself at the moment. No, about equal, 4.74. But yeah, I mean, Ethereum really needs to be. We need to get that 15K Ethereum. Let's get real. At work, we'll watch later. Glad you're back. Everyone leave a like. Yeah, everyone leave a like. I really agree with that one. Hey, Ryan McGill. What's going on? Just investigating this large explosion in price today, which I don't think anybody's arguing. 7 days, Bitcoin's up 31%. Woo. Doge kind of way up. Man, Doge. I'm sorry, guys. Doge needs to burn in a fire already. Like, can we move to the future now? I don't. Stop. Stop. All this money in Shiba and Doge could pump Bitcoin and Ethereum, the actual coins that people want and use, by quite a bit. Let's take this 4 billion market cap, and let's take this market cap, 8 billion market cap, excuse me, and 33 billion market cap for Doge. Pardon me. So about 41 billion. Let's call it 42 billion with rounding. Might even be more. 42 billion. Let's go with 42 billion, and let's add that equally to Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's do that. Tired of you, Doge. We're tired of you, Doge. Let's see what else we got. This is the worst time to sell your alts for Bitcoin. I totally agree. Does anybody disagree with that? Why is this pumped up? Why is that upvoted so high? It's just like, this is the worst time to sell your stuff. It's just, okay, thank you. This might as well be a top voted post. Like, in order to walk, you have to put your left foot forward and then your right foot, and then you go with your left foot and then your right foot. Some of these upvoted posts are just not very helpful. Thank you. Like, thank you for that. I upvote you. Citadel founder calls crypto a jihadist call against the U.S. dollar. Has paid over $800,000 in speaking fees to the anti-crypto secretary of Treasury, Janet Yellen. Yeah, that makes sense. 1.1 billion in futures shorts liquidated across the crypto market as Bitcoin rose 5% in 3 minutes. See, I'm telling you, a lot of things got shorted. I don't know what this guy's talking about where there wasn't a big short squeeze. This is 1.1 billion in futures. There had to have been a bunch of shorts liquidated. Bill Gates said the way cryptocurrency works today, that is spent on Bitcoin instead of laptops. I'd be good to get rid of that. I bet you would, Bill Gates. That's like saying I run a lemonade stand and everybody right now is buying Pepsi. Man, I'd love to get rid of Pepsi so everybody buys my lemonade again. Well, yeah, no shit, Bill Gates. What a terrible quote. People are spending their money on Bitcoin instead of my laptops. Yeah, I think every business guy could say something like that, you know? Like, man, I sell paint and everybody's buying that competitor's paint. I wish they'd go away. Well, yeah, duh. We just hit the 52K resistance line. Ooh, that was 4 hours ago. We're above that now. BTC. Yeah, still trading a little bit sideways here. Not doing too bad, though. But again, see, I mean, like, this RSI sign is just a sign for people to sell. So there's going to be a little bit of a dip. But that doesn't mean that we can't do something like this, hit the bottom, and then another big up. But we'll have to see how it goes. Ethereum is now deflationary. Yay! Temporary deflation. Oh, look at this, boys. 315. What happened? Oh, wow. Look at the fees just shot up. 7 ETH burned. 8 ETH burned. 7. Wow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Look. Whee! See, this is when Ethereum is very deflationary. Because we just burned 9 ETH here, and 4 ETH was given out. So there were so many fees that miners actually got 2.22 additional ETH for that block, but it burned 9.5. So in reality, without EIP 1559, the miners should have gotten like 13.7 Ethereum that block. So you can imagine why they fought EIP 1559. But see, hodlers like us, we want EIP 1559 because miners would have gotten over 13.5 Ethereum for that. But instead now we burn 9. So that's impressive. That's an impressive burn rate. 0.4 now. So we're burning that ETH up. Burn them up. The last hour saw a total of 162 million worth of liquidations. Man, people are getting wrecked. The entirety of Twitch just got hacked and leaked a few hours ago. The entirety of Twitch includes the entirety of Twitch's source code and comment history going back to its early beginnings. Creator payout reports from 2019. Mobile, desktop, and console Twitch clients. Oh my, what happened here? Proprietary SDKs and internal Amazon Web Services used by Twitch. Every other property that Twitch owns, including IGDB and CurseForge. You mean IMDb? Don't they own IMDb? What is IGDB? Doesn't he mean IMDb, like the independent movie database? IGDB? What the fuck is that? Okay. I'm assuming he means IMDb. An unreleased Steam competitor, codenamed Vapor, from Amazon Game Studios. Oh, I don't think that's going to work too well now, and I don't think it was going to work either, because Steam, nobody can compete with Steam. AXC. Meep. What do you mean? The user posted Twitch internal red teaming tools designed to improve security by having staff pretend to be hackers. The user posted a 125 gigabyte torrent link to 4chan on Wednesday, stating that the leak was intended to foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space because their community is a disgusting, toxic cesspool. I kind of agree with that. Especially considering like women on the platform can get away, and I don't even mean to sound like a misogynist here, but like women can get away with anything on the platform. And you know, like they just get a slap on the wrist. Like Alinity throws her cat while she's just drinking on stream, which I mean, drinking on stream is totally fine, but like women do all this crazy stuff on there and then they get a slap on the wrist. But if a guy like takes his shirt off Like, he's just, like, permanently banned. The Twitch developers and, like, mods are total simps. And it's a terrible platform in that sense. Like, as a streaming platform, as a streamer, it's a great platform, in my opinion. It's got good quality, good reaction, you know, bits, subscriptions, follows, yada yada. I like Twitch, but yeah, I wouldn't call their community a disgusting toxic cesspool. I would call their developers and mods a disgusting toxic cesspool. The reason why it's important to crypto is the blockchain is out there. Excluding a few coins, everyone can access and view the source code of any blockchain. All right, interesting. I did not know that. Twitch got hacked. Well, they're not going to get too much information from my Twitch because there's like 2 people watching on my Twitch. So that's fine. I'm being a very good boy right now. I ain't going to read anything that starts with that. Bitcoin returns to 1 trillion as assets. Bitcoin price, blah. Yeah, what is the market cap right now? Is it over 1 trillion? Yeah, 1 trillion. 1 trillion, 33 billion, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. What a day. So yeah, we're going to see where this goes. I mean, this could bottom out like it did here and then pop back up. But it looks like the whale purchases were around here. This was just a slow growth. And what I think happened here is this is kind of a slow growth. Like, you could argue this is a bit of a whale-ish kind of period. But this is a slow growth upward. And so what this did was give the whales confidence that now it's moving up. So then they bought in. But they kind of bought in a little bit late. I mean, I would have been trying in the 40,000s instead of 50. But fair enough. And yeah, if this bottoms out, we'll head back up. And it could just dip and then we'll have to see. $1 trillion platinum coin could be minted last minute to avert breaching the debt ceiling. That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. SEC chief says the US won't ban crypto. Ethereum Foundation confirms first ever Ethereum 2.0 upgrade named Altair. Let's see what we got. New Ethereum upgrade, huh? Danny Ryan, the coordinator of Ethereum 2.0 at the Ethereum Foundation, has announced the date of the first ever Ethereum 2.0 upgrade known as Altair in an announcement on October 5th. Invited all node operators of Ethereum 2.0 to upgrade their software to avoid the validator downtime penalty. In a blog post captioned in the tweet, Ryan stated that the Altair beacon chain will be launched in mainnet at Epic 74,240, which is expected to come on the 27th of October. What does it do? In order to keep their nodes synchronized, node operators need to upgrade their clients. As Ethereum 1.0 hard forks, end users, ETH holders, contracts, and the state of proof of work network are not affected by the updates. Altair, the first Ethereum 2.0 upgrade, is specifically designed to advance the economic logic of the network and to bring light client support for its core consensus. But what does it do? Tell me. Upgrade has been explicitly tested. Bug bounty bonus in order to get more eyes. There's a bug bounty bonus, 100K. Okay, great. It's a validator. It's a validator. What do I need to do? What happens if a validator? What happens during a beacon chain network upgrade? Why Altair? Because I don't know. They're a bunch of gamers. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me what it does. Great blog. They're like, yeah, just upgrade. What do you mean? What does it do? It's upgrade. What are you stupid or something? It just doesn't say it all. Great upgrade, guys. Thank you. Edward Snowden says Bitcoin's up 10x since he tweeted about buying it. China's ban makes BTC stronger. Shiba Inu's up. Bank of America gives its altcoin picks. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what you got, Bank of America. Bank of America now sees the cryptocurrency sector as too large to ignore. All righty. Thank you for coming around to that. We believe crypto-based digital assets can form an entirely new asset class. Thank you. We've known about that since like 2009, but thank you. He's identified 15 potentially undervalued coins. Tezos, The Graph, IOTA, Near, EOS. EOS, Stellar. Stellar. Nobody even knows what Stellar does. I don't even think Stellar knows what Stellar does. EOS, okay. All right, fine, Bank of America. Stellar, meh. I don't know about those two choices. Fair enough. Monero, okay. Ethereum Classic. I don't think anybody's told him about that one. Filecoin, Neo, meh. Cosmos, Waves, Tron, meh. Phantom, okay. And Internet Computer. Again, I don't even know what Internet Computer does. Nobody does. It just popped up one day. I would nix Ethereum Classic out of this. EOS, it's okay, I guess. From an investment standpoint, I'd nix Neo out of this. Neo, you mean like the Chinese Ethereum that came out like years and years ago that I don't think anybody uses? You mean that one? Okay, all right, fair enough, Bank of America. I'll give it to him just for at least acknowledging 15 different coins. An old video of Andreas Antonopoulos explaining Bitcoin to an empty room in 2013. Oh, that room would be filled today. You missed out, boys. Bitcoin recaptures 55,000 since the first time since May. Let's see what we're doing here. Come on, Bitcoin, do something. Don't make me get out my stick. My do something stick. Let's check the burn rate here. Back down. Somebody must have made a big old transaction, but still deflationary at the moment. Now dipping back down below 70 RSI. So now we're below the overbought territory. So this, at some point here, it'll give investors the courage to join back in. Because like I said, I mean, when the line is way up here, way above 70, that's a big sign. Hey, like sell. Like especially if you're just like a day trader and you're just looking to make a few bucks swinging it back and forth. Ethereum deposit contract is at 7,901,000 Ethereum, total of $28 billion. So we got $28 billion locked up, and we're burning Ethereum. Ethereum should be way higher in price. The only thing that is like once this all gets unlocked, that's going to be 7 million ETH being sold, basically, or at least half of it. Let's go with like 3.5 million ETH, like is going to be sold. So there's going to be a big dip in the price, but that's not going to be for a while. And it'll probably be short-lived too. It'll be a short-lived dip. It might be a good trading opportunity. Like let's say like Ethereum is at $5,000 exactly, and like the day that this all unlocks, you know, there's probably going to be about half the people that will sell, because Ethereum, people started locking up Ethereum on December of 2020. And at that time, Ethereum was at like $500 or $600. So, I mean, we have huge gains since then. And if Ethereum is at like $5,000 by then, that's like 9 or 10x gains for anybody that started staking around that time. So it's not too crazy to consider that they would sell. 10x gains, plus they had some additional, rewards from the staking as well. You got any of them $1 trillion coins? Not today. I don't think so. You tell me about a $1 trillion coin, Ryan. More ETH gets burned than mined. Based on the current gas fee? Yes. Based on the usage, yeah. So, like, right now, more ETH is being burned than mined. Yeah. So, the reward is 2 Ethereum. So, if the burn rate is higher than 2, then it's technically deflationary. However, EIP 1559, there was a little bit of a misconception in that, like, all of the fees get burned. That's not true. Like, I think it's like 75% of the fees get burned, or 70%, something like that. The vast majority of the fees get burned. However, there's still like 25 or 30% of the fees that still go to the miners. So you can see here, this is 2.8 ETH, 2.5, 2.1. So you might think to yourself, like, why is it higher than 2 if the fees are being burned? It's because there's like 30% of the fees still go to the miners. 2.2, 2.5. But you can see over here, let me find one. This was 2.83 ETH given out to the miners for that block. But what was burned during that block was 3.74. So more ETH was burned than was actually created. So we were negative on that block. And we're currently about 0.9 Ethereum being burned per minute at the moment. So in the past 24 hours, it's been a burn rate of about 9.41. So about $33,000 per minute is being burned. When I logged into Twitch, I had a choice. Hot chicks in hot tubs or MrSotko. You know what I chose. Oh, wait. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, you're on YouTube. So, yeah, I guess Twitch got wrecked. Got hacked, but... meh. Not going to get much information out of me. Not my problem. Let's see if we got anything good. Bitcoin recaptures 55,000. We know this. Multicoin Capital leads 8.5 million investment in interest rate swap exchange for DeFi. You guys are going to need to bring a lot more money than that. A lot more money, okay? Real tired of these piddly 8.5 million investments, ladies and gentlemen. How about we exponentially increase that? Let's get that to 8.5 billion, okay? Let's take that M out of there, throw it in the garbage, put a B on there. Man up, pull up your big boy pants, okay? Tuck it in, pull up your big boy pants, and change that M to a B, Multicoin Capital, okay? Let's get real. Russell Simmons says his NFT collection with Snoop Dogg is about respect. And money. And money. It's okay. It's okay. Like, I added it for you. I fixed the article for you. And money. Just like ellipses, ... and money. George Soros, fund manager, says Bitcoin has gone mainstream. Fund owns some coins. I bet you do, Soros. Regulators say stablecoins should face same scrutiny as existing payments. You can try. AMC theaters begin accepting Dogecoin. Who cares? It's Dogecoin. Stop. Ethereum-based blogging platform Mirror opens up to everyone. Gutter Cat Gang shows how NFT collections try to stay relevant. NFTs. A-Day, what's going on, man? Brazilian lawmaker aims to make Bitcoin a legal payment currency. There we go. There's another one. All them South American Latin countries. Colombia wants to do it. Brazil wants to do it. El Salvador did it. I think it was Uruguay, or maybe it was Paraguay wanted to do it. Colombia could use... here we go. Colombia could use waterfalls to produce Bitcoin, not cocaine. Okay, so produce Bitcoin. Then buy a little bit of cocaine. Just a little bit. Okay? Because, like, what else? It's like, seriously, you get Bitcoin rich. Are you not gonna do cocaine? I mean, come on, right? Like, you're at the Copacabana, you know what I mean? You're on the beach, you got your margarita, you got your ladies or your dudes, whatever, you know. You're super rich because you're Bitcoin. You mean to tell me that you don't have a little cross on your neck filled with a little bit of cocaine? Okay. I'm not, like, condoning the use case of it, but if you're Bitcoin rich, like, what else are you gonna do with it? Like, you got the Lambo, right? You want to go fast in your Lambo, but you're a little bit too scared to go fast in your Lambo, okay? Woo! And you're kicking it. I mean, you're shifting at 13.5k RPMs every time. That shit is redlining every time. The guy next to you is like, man, you know you should shift before redline, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. Just jamming that transmission in. You don't know. No Formula One paddle shifters. Don't get that one. Don't get that model, okay? Throw that one in the garbage. You ask the Lambo dealer, I want a stick shifter. I want to manually jam my transmission into place, okay? I don't want no Formula One electronic stuff. They're like, I don't know. I mean, like, we got a 1993 Lamborghini Diablo for you, and you're like, I'm going to take it, right? Just saying. Bitcoin rich. Like, get real. 5th largest bank in the U.S. now offering Bitcoin custody services. Oh, all the same banks that hated crypto at first. That's so ironic. Bitcoin's a scam. Oh, Bitcoin's at 60,000? Well, maybe. Hey, maybe we were wrong, okay? Bitcoin goes to 20,000 to 3,000 to 60,000 to 30,000. It's a scam, and then it gets to 50,000. We would like to offer you custodial services, sir. I bet you would. But I'll tell you what offers a better custodial service: a piece of paper and a frickin' USB drive. Slap that wallet.dat file on there. Slap a frickin' text document that you right-clicked on your desktop. Put the private key and the public key in there. Slap it on 2 or 3 USB drives and toss it in a safe. That's it. That's what you do. Or, you know, go out and buy a Trezor or a Nano, okay? Right? Those work too. Those are great. All right? But you know what else works? A frickin' USB drive and a piece of paper in a safe. That's what works. All right? Like, you can even put it in your, like, register or something like that, you know, like, just duct tape it into your, you know, into your AC work, you know. Wallet.dat file, private key, 3 USB drives, tape them around the house, tape them in the walls. Okay, you don't need US Bank to hold on to your crypto for you. I'm sure they do. At 60,000, they're like, we would like to hold on to your crypto, sir. Like, no, a $4.99 USB drive from Walmart is holding on. You know, I think it'll be just fine. Just played BF 2042 beta. I understand why EA stock is down almost 7%. Oh, man, that's a good one, actually. Dude, EA cannot make a new game. They just keep making Battlefields, and it's the same game every time. And they keep making Call of Duties, and it's the same exact game every time, and people still buy it. They're like the highest selling games of all time, and people still fucking buy them every time. It's the same game for like 20 years. It has the same modes, like Deathmatch, Seek and Destroy, Zombies, and it's the same game every time. Every single time. Man, EA stock. God, EA games suck so bad, dude. Thank you, Andrej, for that information, though. Now you understand why their stock is down. Yeah. Yeah, because you played an EA game. That's why it's down. Why is he... here's the question that you can ask even to God himself. He comes down, hey, Crypto Raz, what's going on, sexy? Hey, you, right? But, like, God himself comes down from the sky. You're just blinded by the light. Ooh, trees are bending over and shit. You feel just glorious inside. There's this overwhelming happiness, right? And you fall to your knees and you ask the Lord himself, the creator, who has puffed into existence in front of you. You're a believer now because you see it with your eyes. And you ask the Lord, why is EA stock down? And he says to you, because you played an EA game. And shoo! launches into the sky, never to be seen again. And you're like, all knowing. All knowing. That's why. That's the reason why. Because you played a game. God, EA games suck. Man, they suck. Except for maybe The Sims. The Sims are, you know, like, I don't play The Sims, but it's a great game. A lot of people like it. A lot of chicks like it. It's just overall a good game. You get to customize everything. There's nothing too crazy about it, right? It's kind of the same game every time with new stuff, but The Sims, that's about it. Everything else, garbage. Hey, somebody said that they'd pay $1 for Sotko coin. I literally do have a Sotko coin. You know that, right? You can buy all the Sotko coin you want. I'll sell you 100,000 of them. It's a real Ethereum coin, Sotko coin. Make a puff con. Make a puff con. I don't get it. With 3 tigers? Tomcat hat. Tomcat hat. I like your name now. No, that beta came out today, and it's the beta of EA's most awaited game this year. Yeah, and it's probably garbage, because it's like every single other Battlefield ever created, and every other Call of Duty ever created. Yes, pump those Sotko coins. Yeah, Christian is a proud holder of Sotko coin. Make a puff coin. Robinhood rolls out 24/7 phone support for stock crypto traders. Wow. Finally some phone support, huh? Good job, guys. You've created a $1 billion business and just now came out with customer support. Jesus Christ. My God, corporations are so out of touch. Like eBay. Guys, I was trying to sell some stuff on eBay. Like, I got some old cards and they're worth pretty good money. Like old, like, trading cards, baseball, football, and stuff like that. Figured, you know, maybe I'll sell them. Maybe buy some Bitcoin or something, you know. Like, I'll give it a try, right? I haven't tried to sell on eBay in a long time. And they shut down my account. I verified my bank because they don't use PayPal anymore. They pay you straight to your bank account. Thank God. And I go to sell something and they shut down my account. And there's no way to call them. And so yeah, eBay will rape you with fees. Yeah, but I mean, it's better than $0. I mean, where are you going to sell this stuff at? You know what I mean? Like on Craigslist, you know, people are just going to be like, I'll give you $3 for that card. Like, this card is worth $270, sir. Okay, I'll give you $5. You know, it's not, no. So anyway, the point is, whether they rape you with fees or not, the point is that they just totally shut down my account. I managed to get a hold of customer service, like through a chat. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. And they reinstate it. I swear to God, 3 days later, they said that they permanently closed my account for trying to sell something. That's it. I wasn't doing anything shady. I wasn't selling fireworks. I wasn't selling a gun. I wasn't selling bullets, explosives. And they just shut down the account. Dude, screw eBay. They don't even have a phone number you can call. Doesn't exist. Like, you can Google it and they'll be like, oh, this is their phone number, but you call it and like eBay's like, this number is no longer in service. So like, you can't even call them. They don't even have customer service. $1 trillion corporations. They're just like, should we get customer service? Nah, fuck them. Just let them figure it out. Send them to the help page where it's just like there's a problem with my account. So you click on that, like on the help page, like where it like goes to like individual help articles. And it's just like, if your account was shut down, go fuck yourself. Would you like to learn more? And then it just brings you right back to the help page. So they're just like, send them to the help page. Fuck it. It's like, should we have like 6 customer service agents? We can totally afford this. We make like $1 trillion, right? Like we make $1 trillion. They're like, yeah, we'll just bring up chat for like 4 hours a day. We won't have a phone number. They do here in the UK. Yeah, if you call that number, you're gonna get Indian spammers. You're gonna get an Indian scam line. They took the YouTube model for customer service. Yeah, it doesn't exist. They have a chat, like where you could chat with a live person, but like when you do it, half the time it just says chat support is down right now. It's just down. Just didn't feel like working that day. It's in the middle of the day when like people should be on their shift or something. It's just down. What else are they doing? It's like, what are the chat support doing? Hey, is it 1 o'clock so we can shut down till 7 o'clock at night and then start working again? It's 2:30. Wow. What are they doing? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Chat is down? Why? What do you mean? Or like, is like the whole chat go on break at once? Or did they just, it's amazing how many of these billion-dollar corporations, Coinbase, like can you even call Coinbase? I think they're just now starting to get customer service for Coinbase. They make like $1 trillion basically. And it's okay, that's an exaggeration, but billions and billions. Should we spend like $28,000 a year on some idiot at a high school for customer service? Nah, fuck them. Just shut down the account. Somebody's asking for help? Shut them down. Take all their crypto. Fuck them. Just they could hire a minimum wage, like $10 an hour high school student to sit there and go and work out people's problems, but they just don't. I sell full time on eBay. You have to have an expensive eBay store to get service. Yeah, they just totally shut down my account. Just completely it says like it's permanently removed. And all I was trying to do was sell like trading cards. And they're just like, "Nah, you're a piece of shit. We shut you down." Yeah, and you if you pay $300 a month, sure, yeah. This is like your account shut down. Doesn't even give a reason why. So I was just like, fuck it. Never again. Because the first 2 times, okay, let me tell you about my eBay history. I've bought things off eBay before. That's not a problem. That's always a smooth experience. But in like 2007, I think, I tried to sell my first thing on eBay, and I sold a trading card. All right, and I only sold it for $20. And what happens is that back then people could exploit eBay and PayPal. And what they would do is they would pay you once and they'd pay you again. They'd pay you twice. And what they could do is file against you when they do that, and then they can take away both payments. So by then you've already shipped out the product. And that happened to be twice. And so I was like, okay, I'll never do that again. And this was like, oh God, 15, 16 years ago. And so I was like, I'll never do that again. Fuck that. And so I just decided just now, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to sell, because I got a thing of trading cards. Like it's a Tupperware tub. It's like a 50-gallon Tupperware tub. It weighs like 150 pounds of trading cards, baseball, football, rookie cards, like unbelievable amount of them, from like all different decades and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, I'll sell them. You know what I mean? Want to send me the cards? I'll eBay them for you. I don't think it would be that profitable. I think most of them I'd sell for 20 or 30 bucks a pop. I don't think it would be particularly profitable. Just sending them to you would require like a U-Haul truck. And I got some, actually. Hold on. You guys can't see my special closet. 1 second. All right. So here's an example. This is like a book. And all right, you guys are going to love this. Look how 90s this card collection book is. Look how 90s this is. Brace yourselves. Are you guys ready? Look how 90s. Futuro City. If that doesn't say 90s, I don't know what does. Look how dusty it is. Oh, you guys can't even see it. It's so shiny. Anyway, it's like the boys version of or Frank or whatever. But so I've got like tons of cards in here, and like tons and tons of like endless stuff in here, and like I got books of them, and Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, tons of Dan Marinos, tons of Barry Sanders, like pages and pages and pages of Barry Sanders, stuff like that. I got some stuff from the 80s, 70s, stuff like that too. Let's see, I've got a whole page of Drew Bledsoe. Just stuff like that. Like, here's a whole page of Barry Sanders. All pro Barry Sanders NFL. Some of them are in somewhat mint, and some of them are a little bit kind of jacked up. So it depends. But these are all stuff from when I was a kid. Barry Sanders, like Marshall Falk, just shit like that. And yeah, I can't see. I know, like, there's just the lighting and stuff, and they're in plastic sheets, so it reflects real bad. But that's just like a book I have that I was gonna start pulling out and putting them into card sleeves, just to sell them. Just, I don't know, buy Bitcoin or something like that. It's about that time, you know. But maybe because of this whole eBay thing, I'll hold on to them for another 20 years. You're near Philly? Yeah, I'm in the Pittsburgh. Best way to make money on eBay is only sell things you can restock. Making the listing takes too long. Yeah, I would just make yeah. What I would do too is I would just make like hundreds of listings over the course of a couple days, and then put them all on at once. Like, so I would just make like pending listings, and then just release them all at once. You'll just have to pay the listing fees. You have to send them in to get graded. No, you don't have to send anything in to get graded. You can, and it raises the price, but if you want to pay to send something to get graded, it better be a really good card. Like, I got a mint condition, probably 9 or 10 grade Charizard. I mean, that thing, it's incredibly mint. It's like I looked at it, you know, like under a magnifying glass, and I'm not a grader or anything by any means, but it looked at least 9. It could be a 10. It could be absolutely perfect. Just stuff like that. But yeah, like, you can send things in to get graded, but it costs money every time you do it. So you'd have to be sure that it was a really good card. You would only really want to grade like really good cards. Like if you had rookie cards, or you had like a Michael Jordan rookie card, yeah, you would definitely want to get that graded. Like a Charizard first edition, you would want to get that graded. Yeah. But you could sell cards without grading them, for sure. I would just sell them all for 20 or 30 bucks a pop. And I've got hundreds and hundreds of them to sell. So it would just be like thousands of dollars. I mean, minus some fees, obviously, but like, it would just be, it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't make like $1 million. Like, it would just be like thousands of dollars. That's all I was trying to do. I was just bored. And I was like, I'll just start selling some stuff, I guess, for fun. And like, then eBay just shut down my account for no reason. So I was like, fuck that. Graded? You don't know what that means? Okay, so you can send in a trading card. You ever see, okay, Serial Thriller, Google, like, graded Charizard. Or graded, Michael Jordan rookie. Type in, like, graded Michael Jordan rookie. And so what you do is you send in your card to, a company, that grades the quality of your trading cards. And they will rate it from a 1 to a 10. A 10 is considered a gem mint, meaning basically like you pulled it out of the package without any cuts. You could even pull out a mint card, like a mint Michael Jordan, out of a pack of basketball cards, and it could still appear to be mint to you, but it could have a like a defect
in it. Like it could be cut slightly wrong and it won't be a 10 out of 10. It would be a 9. So a 10 card is considered a gem mint. And if you had like a gem mint Michael Jordan rookie card, it would sell for tens of thousands of dollars. If you had like a gem mint Babe Ruth card or Mickey Mantle or something like that, it would sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah, and then that same Babe Ruth card that was rated as a 6 because it was like crinkled or something, would sell for significantly less money. So you can grade cards, but it costs you money to do it. So you have to send it into a company, and then they send it back to you with a grade on it, 1 through 10. And my cards aren't really worth the time. I mean, it's like a lot of Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Drew Bledsoe, Marshall Faulks, like basically running backs, quarterbacks, baseball, basketball stars from the 90s and stuff like that. And those cards aren't worth that much, right? I mean, I could get away with selling 20 to 30 bucks a pop, but I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, thousands of them. I mean, I estimate that I probably have like, I don't know, 20,000 cards, but not all of them would sell. A lot of them are just, you know, bad players or, you know, damaged or something like that. Like I said, it wasn't like a big thing. It's not like I needed the money. I was just like, you know what? It's about that time. Maybe I'll just bust out my cards and put them in a bunch of sleeves and make a bunch of listings on eBay. And then eBay is just like, nope, your account is banned. And I'm like, okay. I even like verified my bank account and everything. And they're just like, you're permanently banned. Okay. And so I was, fuck it. Like, I'll just hold on to them for 20 more years. I'll try again in 20 years, eBay. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Amazon. Who knows? We're at minus 1.3 Ethereum. Woo! Let's see where we're going. Still sideways. Still questioning where we're gonna go at from 70 RSI. How much dollars is that 88 lent from us since 43K? It's the most confusing thing I've ever read. Good old-fashioned garage sale? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. I don't need to sell them. I was just gonna buy some Bitcoin, I guess. I don't know. Not a big deal. Anyway, so yeah, sideways at the moment because of the blasting through that RSI. So nobody knows what to do right now. People are a little confused. Like, is it gonna keep going up? So who knows? We could go down from here, but there's a lot of uncertainty. Look at the sideways trading, the candles up, the shadows up and down. A little bit of uncertainty right now. And I get it too. Like, I'd be uncertain. Should I buy in or should I sell right now? That's a tough choice. The thing is, like, if you had bought all the way down here, you know, 40,000 or something, you know, selling isn't a bad choice right now just because 58, I mean, you made money, period. So SHIB is the new gold standard. I don't know about that one, but yeah, at SHIB, that is kind of funny. Thank you, Spiker. That's a good one. Hey, maybe the new gold standard is having Vitalik Buterin give half of the entire supply of Shiba Inu to India for charity so they can sell it and dump the price. That's the new gold standard, ladies and gentlemen. Just give away half the coin that you were given while everybody else is trying to pump the other half, and then you just straight up piss in everybody's faces and just give all the coin to India and piss in everybody's faces. Everybody around you, just spin around in circles, just fling and piss. Oh man, I can't believe that. You guys realize that happened, right? You guys know that happened, right? So basically, when Shiba Inu was created, 50% of the entire supply was put on Uniswap, or was it PancakeSwap, or Uniswap, I think. I don't know, Uniswap, right? Half of the supply was put on DeFi, okay, as liquidity. The other half was given to Vitalik Buterin as a gift. Then the price got to like 0.000. It was like nearly 4,000, you know, thousandths of a cent or something like that. And then all of a sudden Vitalik Buterin gave all of it to an Indian charity who was definitely going to sell it and liquidate it immediately, and it absolutely wrecked the price. It brutalized the price. He fucked everybody. Oh man, he could have just kept that in his account and not worried about it and just said, yeah, screw it, you know, I just won't touch it. But he straight up burned everybody. It's like going door to door and saying, hey, I'm giving money to an Indian charity. I was wondering if I could collect some money from your wallet. And you say, nah. And they say, screw it, I'm going to take your money anyway. And they just forcefully took your money and gave it to India. This is so bad. Oh man, it was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in cryptocurrency. I lost so much respect for Vitalik Buterin. I have tons of respect for Ethereum, the Ethereum development, but after that, I lost a little bit of respect for Vitalik. What happened there, MrSotko? You quit making vids on YouTube and now you back for good. Did not see any vid why you decided to come back again. Well, I've been making videos for about 2 or 3 weeks now, basic. So hit that subscription bell if you want notifications, because I've been making videos and going live for quite a while now. But I did describe why I came back numerous times in live streams. Wow, Pump Standard, will they ever beat Raven Dark? That was, of course, sub Raven Dark. I think I remember that. That sure was fishy. How much of the funds landed in the right place? Who knows? Yeah, he gave all of it to an Indian charity, which was half of the entire supply. Imagine giving half of the entire supply of Bitcoin to a charity. Half. So what? That's like about 9 million Bitcoin. Imagine giving 9 million Bitcoin and having it liquidated. It would crush the price of Bitcoin so badly. Let me show you what happened with Shiba after because this is people's money, okay? People were putting money into Shiba, okay? Their own money, right? So this is, I mean, it's a problem. It's a meme coin. I get it, right? And there are risks associated with that. But Vitalik Buterin gave half of the entire circulating supply, which is like a quadrillion. We can see what happened. Here was the high, and then he gives it to charity. Whoa! And it just crushed. It just mangled everybody. You got some SHIB at the correct time, though. Fair enough. Consider the bell smash. Thank you, Christopher Doyle. I appreciate that. Oh, Doyle rules. Oh, Doyle rules. One of these days, I think your whole family is going down. Oh, Doyle rules. Oh, Doyle rules. Will SHIB be used at shops in South Americas at all? I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised it even got listed on Coinbase. Thank you, Basic, for the subscription. Now you're subscribed out of your mind. Thank you, Basic. I appreciate you. But yes, I'm back. If you want an explanation of why I'm back, stick around. I'm going to go take a 3-minute break, and then I'm going to continue streaming. I got to turn on the AC because I'm pretty sure I'm going to start sweating my face off. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And Basic, for that subscription, I will explain to you why I came back. I'll be right back. After I leave again, which is ironic, a little bit ironic. And thank you for the 100 bits. So ironically, I'm going to go leave, and then again, and then I'm going to come back and explain why I left. Give me 3 minutes. Love you guys. Alrighty. Looks like Ravencoin is about to move. It already has been. Ravencoin's doing pretty good. I think it was one of the higher gainers. We actually looked at that earlier. But anyway, so basic, yeah. So I guess the reason why I came back is sort of tied to the reason why I kind of left. And I guess I kind of needed a break a little bit. I'm not sure. You know, there's like personal life in the way and stuff like that. But so with YouTube, let me just say that with YouTube, it's an intellectually challenging hobby. In the sense that, like, when you go to work, you kind of do the same thing over and over and over. Like when you go to, you know, like a 9 to 5. And I'm not saying that 9 to 5 jobs, you know, are not intellectually challenging. But with YouTube, it's kind of like, what am I going to do today? Like, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today? You know, et cetera, et cetera. And it kind of gets, it kind of drains you a little bit. And you notice that with a lot of YouTubers. Like, a lot of YouTubers take breaks, you know what I mean? And so, and that's okay, because like with any job or any hobby, you got to take a break from it once in a while. And I guess I got like frustrated with the low view count. You know what I mean? Like I produce video after video after video, even if it's every day. Like sometimes I don't produce videos every day, but like sometimes I go on a binge where like there's you know, like I'll produce like 5 in a row or 7 in a row or something like that. And they always get like really low views. And I guess I was frustrated with that. And I was always trying to like, hey, like, you know, follow me on Twitch, guys, like follow this, that, and the other thing. And I was a little bit too serious about it, like about trying to grow. And when I left, I realized that I still every day look up crypto news. I still follow prices. I still follow new developments, this, that, and the other thing. And so after a few weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm still doing this every day. I might as well like keep doing it. So I'm not saying I'm never going to take like a break again, but what I've learned over the break that I took was to not worry about it. I've hit the slump recently myself. I know I know exactly what you're saying, man. Like you run out of ideas, you run out of things to do. Like sometimes you just get tired of it. You're tired of the non-growth. You know what I mean? You're tired of trying and trying and trying, and you're just not getting these views, or you're not getting the likes. You know, you're not getting the followers, you're not getting the subscriptions and stuff. But what I learned over the few weeks that I took a break on was that don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. There's nothing you can do. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't look at your analytics as much. Don't try to force or you know, so much this, that, or the other thing. I just needed to recharge the batteries, and you just need to like stop for a second and go, okay, why am I doing this? And the reason why is not because of the money. Because, I mean, quite frankly, the views being low, it's really not. If anything, at the end of the month, it's like, hey, I can buy some more Bitcoin. And so it's not about that. It's about that when I was gone, I received hundreds of comments of people saying, please come back. Like, I really liked your channel. I liked watching every day. And that was very genuine to me. That was like, okay, these people really liked what I was doing. And I really liked what I was doing. But I was too caught up in growth. But the growth wasn't happening. And if the growth isn't happening, but you still like it, are you still going to do it? And my answer was yes. Like, I'm still going to do it. Because it's fun for me. And because I have conversations with people. And because I like to make funny videos sometimes and like kind of sarcastically read the news with like a bit of skepticism and a bit of pragmatism. I consider my channel extremely pragmatic in the sense that when I'm reading news or when I'm talking about this, that, or the other thing, I look at it at a very realistic perspective in that, hey, this might raise prices, but I'm not going to just go out there and go, oh man, look at this explosion, you know, like, and clickbait, you know, real bad. So that's basically the reason. And it wasn't good, you know, like I needed a break, and I needed a little bit of introspective thought on it. So that's basically the story, is that I kind of needed a break, and then I kind of learned to learned to stop worrying and just love the bomb, you know? Is that bag balm product like a sack serum? All of the ladies like a smooth, silky sack. No, that bag balm is for anything you want, man. It's what grandmas use. Go to your grandma's medicine cabinet. You'll find some bag balm. Keep the mind on the money and the money on the mind. Yeah. It's not really so much about that. Like, if it was really about the money, I would have not done it a long time ago. Let's just say that. It's more just fun for me. It's like a hobby. I'm really into crypto. Hey, thank you for the Hyundai bits. I appreciate that. It's really for the hobby, and it's really because I genuinely like cryptocurrency, and I'm always looking up cryptocurrency news, developments, new coins, prices, yada yada, just like everybody else. And it's an outlet for me, because otherwise I don't really have anybody else to talk to about it. Except for, we took a look at the Twitch leak news earlier, Dallas. Yeah. So I talked to very few people personally about cryptocurrency. One of them is from Meatvestments, the largest cryptocurrency investment firm in any German-speaking country apart from Austria. And very few others in my personal life outside of YouTube. There's just not a lot of people. Like, once in a while when I'm out on bike life meetups and stuff, and I'm out riding my motorcycle, once in a great while I come across somebody who also invests in cryptocurrency. There's two that I know of. One guy, he rides a Yamaha V-Star 1100. He buys crypto, but he's not that big of an investor. And then there's another guy who rides, and he's a really helpful guy. He picked up my motorcycle once when I got a flat tire. He came and picked it up. He's in the Army, and he brought his big old dual turbo truck and a motorcycle carrier on the back of it. And he in the middle of the night, he came in for free and came and picked it up. And I filled up his tank, and I offered him money, but the only thing he wanted was a full tank of gas. And he's one of the coolest dudes. But he buys crypto, and he's into it as well. So really just a couple people from that. So yeah. So yeah, in case you guys don't know, like, you know, not only am I into crypto, but I'm into motorcycles. I ride my motorcycle all the time in the city of Pittsburgh. There's usually a lot of bike meetups, and I have a lot of friends in Pittsburgh who we ride together. We go out on the twisties and haul ass and stuff like that. So if you're ever around Pittsburgh and you see a group of crotch rockets, one of them is possibly me. Glad you found your way back. We watch you for your comedy and enjoy your perspective. If I could count for 1,000 viewers, you would have every thumbs up. Appreciate that, man. Me too, but I love the dollar anyways. It's times 16 to my currency. I'm sure I speak for everyone here. We're glad to have you back and what you love and sharing your thoughts. Yeah, Cortez. I'm more like the ugly when it gets to cryptos rather than the good and the bad. I mine the cryptos. Don't we all? But yeah, that Twitch leak news, it was like a 125 gigabyte file somebody released of like everything. I'm mining nowadays with 5 3060 Ti cards. Got them for $500 a piece. I'm sitting here today. I think F is $3,500 today. Yeah, it is. It's well, Bitcoin's trying. It's really trying. It's trading sideways at the moment. See if we can hit that 60K today. We are not far. $6,000. See if we can break through today. But ETH is let's check on ETH real quick. $3,594. So basically $3,600 Ethereum is. So you're making pretty good bucks at the moment. Plus those block rewards are pretty high at the moment because we have a pretty high ETH burn. Well, it's not pretty high, but it's minus 0.3 ETH per minute. So we got a mild ETH burn going on right now, but the rewards aren't too bad. 2.5, 2.6, 2.1, 2.3. So not bad ETH rewards right now if you're an ETH miner. How hey, were you fast enough to short Facebook the other day? No. No. I did not short Facebook, but I know what you're talking about. They went down and stuff. And I heard a conspiracy of why they went down, because there was a Facebook whistleblower. She was on 60 Minutes, and she copied like 10,000 documents from Facebook and sent them out. And it's pretty damning news against Facebook. And so what I think happened was they shut down everything all simultaneously so they could wipe the system and get rid of all the information. That's what I heard. Like there's like a conspiracy that they shut down Facebook, Instagram, and the Messenger so that they could basically purge their system of all those damning files that whistleblower stole. Because otherwise, like, how would it? Because there wasn't a DDoS attack, there wasn't a hack, nothing like that. It just all went down at once. So that means that they basically had to shut it down at once. They did it themselves, because there wasn't any news of a DDoS attack or anything that shut down Facebook, right? It's just they did it. They shut all of it down. Old Marky ripped the carpet out after a few hours. Yeah. Basically, that's the idea, is that he pulled the rug and probably tried to purge a bunch of files. Let's see. Price analysis. U.S. Department announces launch of National Crypto Enforcement Team. Oh, that's great. They thought she never had a vid on a flash disk. Yeah, she apparently she copied like 10,000 documents and went on 60 Minutes. But I also heard of an alternative conspiracy theory that because of what she was saying, she was basically saying that everything that everybody already knows. That basically when you go on Facebook and you start liking things, right? Like when you click like, or when you interact or watch videos, they will give you more videos like that content. Okay? Because that makes them more money. Like say if you say you like car videos, so you keep liking every single video that has a car in it, you know? You're going to get a ton of content that shows you car videos and car crashes and Lambos and shit like that, right? Depends on what you like. And they're going to send that to you, and everybody knows that because they're reading your data, they're reading how long you're watching videos, they're reading what you actually click like and what you comment on, and they're giving you that information. But what she was also saying is that like violence and incitement and conspiracies and misinformation is what feeds Facebook the most, because that's what people click on. When you get angry, you interact, and when you interact, you make Facebook money. But what I think is also happening too is that the Democratic Party doesn't want any sort of Republican or conservative media on Facebook at all, so that they can continue getting elected over and over and over. Because the Democrats are real shady, real shady. Way more shady than Republicans. Like Democrats do weird shit. And so the conspiracy that I heard is that she is actually being paid by a Democratic research facility. And that's true, that she's actually being paid by like a liberal party. She is. Like, that's true. So that she stole all this information so that it would make Facebook look bad. So that it makes Facebook look like they're posting this conservative conspiracy, violent incitement stuff. So that eventually now Facebook is probably going to have to go in front of Congress and then get rid of all of this conservative talk, get rid of all of this conspiracy talk or this bad information. Last good Democrat was Bill Clinton. Yeah, Bill Clinton was a conservative Democrat. Bill Clinton, I actually kind of liked Bill Clinton. His policies were very conservative. He was a Democrat, but he was very conservative. But anyway, so that's the couple conspiracies that I heard, is that one, it all went down so they could purge the documents, and two, she was literally paid to take these documents to make Facebook look bad, so that Facebook has to purge all of this conservative speech, because conservative speech is hate speech now for some reason, right? And So if you get rid of that, then the Democratic Party has even better chances of getting reelected because the midterms are coming up soon for all the senators and representatives. So it's just precursor for future blackouts, in my opinion. Yeah, that could be true, but I think, in my opinion, I think it's just to make Facebook look bad, so that they'll be forced to get rid of anything that's considered conservative speech or hate speech, this, that, or the other thing. Basically, if you're pro-Trump or you're pro-conservative, or you're pro-Republican, you know what I mean? That they're just going to nix that out and make all that look really bad. And then it'll just be a platform for liberals. And then that way, more people will vote, particularly in the upcoming midterm, which is 2022 for the United States. And that's when you vote for senators and representatives. And if they have more Democrats in the House and in the House of Representatives in the Senate, then that means that they can pass bills without any sort of pushback on them. So it makes total sense, because the whistleblower who took all those documents is literally paid by a liberal, like, Democratic wing. Literally. She's like literally on the payroll. So, like, that's not a conspiracy. She's literally, basically, the only conspiracy is that she paid to literally take these documents to make Facebook look bad, so that the Democrats will have just a completely liberal platform. Because you could barely talk about Republican shit on Facebook as it is, or you'll get banned. You barely. Bill Clinton like Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. That's a totally different story, but I just mean, like, the policy of the Clinton administration was a conservative Democrat. So, if you want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein, that's a totally different. I'm talking about the Clinton administration. Kind of like if you want to talk about, like, Trump, let's talk about the Trump administration, right? Not just necessarily President Trump, Donald Trump, but Trump had an administration, right? So it was a Republican administration. We had the lowest unemployment. We had the lowest taxes. We had great marriage benefits, this, that, and the other thing. Plenty of lowest unemployment in history. Lowest taxes, right? So that was all your money instead of the government's money. The Trump administration was absolutely fantastic. For your wallet, the Trump administration was fantastic. So if you want to talk about that, talk about the Clinton administration, which was fantastic. They were conservative Democrats. The U.S. was was the first time that they had a balanced budget during the Clinton administration. They had a balanced budget. NAFTA, which I think was a pretty good deal generally. Some people could argue against that. I liked NAFTA. Some conservatives might argue against it, but NAFTA was pretty good, at least for the United States. So, yeah. So if you want to talk about individual presidents, I mean, say the administration, because you might not have liked Trump, or maybe you did. It doesn't matter. The Trump administration had the lowest unemployment and lowest taxes ever. Your wallet had more money in it during the Trump administration than it ever did. Your paychecks coming back to you had the most money than they ever did. The least amount of little taxes coming out of it. The marriage tax benefits, when you went to go file your taxes at the end of the year, you got back way more money. Period. And Democrats just raised it all right through the roof. This just happens every time. And then as soon as a Republican administration comes in, it lowers. And as soon as a Democratic administration comes in, the taxes raise. If you want to pay more taxes, if you want to give the government money, go ahead. Why don't you just donate it to the IRS? If you want, hey, look, if you like giving the government of the United States more money, that's all the power to you. Here's what I suggest. If you just love giving the United States your money, your hard-earned money, vote in a Republican president and then just donate your money, because you'll have more taxes coming back to you, and then you can donate your own money to the government if you want. Screw Democratic administrations. I hate them. I'm a bit of a centrist. I'm in the middle. If I had to pick a number between 1 and 10,
1 being far left and 10 being far right, I'm probably a 6. I'm a bit of a centrist. I'm a bit more of a conservative, but I do like some liberal policies. Of course, we need some liberal social policies, but at the same time, I like my money. I like being able to make money and not having to give it all to the government. I'm just worried that old Trump was fixing boxing fights with Don King. Clinton had the cigar. He sure did. The Creature of Jekyll Island is a good book about the money and Fed. Oh yeah, what didn't they make the Federal Reserve from Jekyll Island or something like that, or some island in Georgia? Yeah, in like 1912 they made it, and then they went and voted on it during Christmas to bring in the Federal Reserve. Yeah, I know that story. I know the story. I'm right there with you guys. Let's see what we got. Come on, prices. Come on. Let's get it moving. Invest, boys. Let's see. This is a tough call. This is uncertainty right here. This is what you call market uncertainty. People don't know if they should be buying or selling right now. You can tell, particularly see the shadows going up and down. Means, you know, buyers pushed it up, sellers pushed it right back down, buyers pushed it right back to the middle, sellers pushed it right back to the middle. Nobody knows what to do. Sanders is king. Sanders talks like Carl Sagan. Bernie, you think Bernie, like, are you talking about Bernie Sanders is king? I don't know about that. Bernie Sanders is way too far left. Too far left positions creates terrible economics. Non-regulation creates the best economics. Like removing regulation, just letting Wall Street make a shitload of money is generally the best bet. Generally the best economies. His accent, yeah. I am once again asking you for your money. I can't do it. I can't do a Bernie Sanders. I need to be from like New York, and I need to be Jewish. Germany's not too bad. Germany's not too bad in France, because Germany and France run the EU because they have the most money. So they get to make the policies. So that's why they're not doing too bad. But the other countries in the EU is really starting to fail. The EU is kind of a failed effort. It's not doing too good. If you think the European Union is a good thing, you need to get your ass to an economics class immediately. It is not. Lots of tax, but lots of kickbacks. Yeah, but you could have just kept your own money and you wouldn't need a kickback. That's the thing. That's why Republican administrations in the United States are better. Because then you can just do whatever you want with your money instead of the government. Because the government is terrible at everything. The government is terrible at everything. Everything it does. It's incredibly slow. It's incredibly wasteful. It never uses your money properly. You never know where your money is going. They barely fix the roads. Instead, they focus on stupid shit like giving all the money to different countries, and they focus on LBGT programs and stuff like that instead of just fixing the damn roads. Just keep your money and then do what you want with your money. You don't need kickbacks. You gave the government money, and now you're excited that you got a kickback. That doesn't make any sense. Just keep your money, and you wouldn't need the kickback in the first place, because the kickback that you're going to get is not the same amount of money that you gave the government. You know what I'm saying? Like if you paid $1,000 in taxes to the government, and then you got a kickback in the form of a couple $100 worth of some kind of program or bus program or this, that, or the other thing, you got robbed. You just got robbed. Plain and simple. You just got less kickback than you actually gave the government. You're not getting more. You're getting less. That's why it's a problem. The euro is the problem mainly. Yeah, the European Union is the problem.
Dems are shady. Sure, MrSotko. Next, you're going to tell me Joseph Stalin wasn't a super cool dude. Yeah, he wasn't a very cool dude. It's not that bad. EU fixing my bad and worsting country. Yeah, tell that to Greece. The SEC is remarkably politically similar than last administration. Yeah, fuck the SEC too. Before the Fed in 1912, they didn't think the people would even go for 1% tax. Nowadays, yikes. Yeah, exactly. If they don't know how much... You know, I'm not bashing Europe, okay? I'm not bashing individual countries or Europeans or people in general, okay? I'm bashing policies. It has nothing to do with the people. I have a lot of viewers who are German, who are English, who are from Europe, who are from America, Canada, everywhere, all over. All right, I was a geographer in college. I was a cartographer. I made maps. I studied things over time and space. Geography is the study of anything over time and space. I studied statistics, cultures, peoples, numbers. All right, like I'm not bashing individuals. What I'm saying is that the European Union is a terrible disaster, and it's only good for a few of the countries who have the most money, and then they allow so much migration into their countries that it's totally fucking up their economies. And the same thing that the U.S. is doing right now is just allowing tens of thousands of migrants to pour over the border so that Democrats can get more votes, because migrants and people in cities typically vote Democrat, and then they get their fucking money taken from them. It's absolute robbery. It's an absolute scam. Hey, thank you, Basic, for all of the individual bits. I don't know how many of those are, but I like it. It's an absolute scam. They promise people that they can come across the border. So did you guys see that in the news? There was like 15,000 migrants from Haiti that walked over the Mexican border. Haitians walked over the Mexican border into Texas. How the fuck did 15,000 Haitians on an island get to Mexico? They took a boat to Colombia and they walked. Walked, huh? And they look all nice. Their clothes look pretty nice. They walked all the way to Texas from Latin America? Are you kidding me? And 15,000 migrants went across the border and they just let them in. Why? Because that's the Democratic policy. Let them in. Because they know that these people are going to vote Democrat. Because Democrats, what their MO is, hey, we're rising, boys. 55,000. Because they know that Democrats, they know that people in cities, poor people, and migrants will vote for Democrats. The reason why is because Democrats say, we're going to give you free stuff. We're going to give you programs. We're going to give you citizenship. We're going to let you come across the border. We're going to give you money if you move to certain cities. But they end up fucking you in the end. They end up absolutely fucking you because as soon as you get a job, they just tax the ever-loving shit out of you. It's an absolute scam. It's an absolute scam, and Republicans are way better. Sure, Republicans and Democrats both help their rich cronies. Both of them do, okay? Democrats help their rich cronies. Republicans help their rich cronies. It's all cronyism, and they're all going to do it. But at the very least, Republicans say, fuck your taxes. We're going to absolutely remove these taxes, and we're going to let everybody who's rich, poor, and we're going to let them all work, and we're going to tax you less. And at the end of the year, we're going to give you benefits to give you back your taxes instead of us keeping them. So at the very least, sure, rich people are getting richer, but at the very least, your paychecks have more money at the end of the day. It's way less of a scam than Democrats. There's absolutely no arguing it, in my opinion. There's no arguing it whatsoever. I believe in some social programs. I believe in some welfare. I believe in some helpful programs for poor people. I believe in some helpful programs for medical and for education, etc. That's why I'm a bit in the middle, right? So I believe in some of these, and I believe in paying my taxes in order to help people go to school, help people go to hospitals, and help people get some food stamps and get back on their feet. But at the same time, I like conservative policies because I don't want to pay as much taxes as these Democrats are trying to get $3 trillion and shit like that for these packages. It's an absolute scam. And which one are you going to choose? The side that taxes you more and takes more of your paycheck and then gives all that money to their rich cronies, or the side that taxes you less, gives you bigger paychecks, and still gives a bunch of money to their rich cronies? One of them is not like the other, and one of them is slightly better than the other, and that's the Republicans. I'm sorry. It just is. Conservative policy is way better. Work and get yourself up. Ram codes. Hello. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome. Studies have proven most people's problems, over 80%, are due to government. Breaking Bad taught us a lot about your Mexicans. Hey, I like Mexicans. I lived in Arizona. Okay. I lived in Arizona, and you can go back to some of my oldest cryptocurrency videos, and that's me in Arizona. Okay, I was in Arizona. I lived in Mesa, Arizona. It's not that far from the border, and there's tons of Mexicans. In fact, when you go into a doctor's office, most of the pictures on the walls, you know, about like diabetes and various things on the walls are in Spanish. Okay, and let me tell you, I had some neighbors that were Mexican, and they were the best neighbors. They didn't fuck with me. Never once. Not once. The only thing they do is play polka music, and they like bouncy houses. Mexicans love polka music, they love parties, and they love bouncy houses. If you think I'm joking about the bouncy house part, you are dead wrong. Believe it. Anytime there's a Mexican party near you, there's a bouncy house. Hey, I know Jose. He works for the bouncy house. He can bring one for the kids so we can all sit around and eat and have a good time. That's what they do. I swear to God, every time you see a Mexican party, there is a bouncy house. There was a bouncy house next to my house about 10 times when I lived there. Everywhere you go, there is a bouncy house. Mexicans work for bouncy house companies, and one of their cousins, like, hey, Jose, I got this cousin. He works for the bouncy house. Right? And that's not me ripping on Mexicans, okay? This is me totally being positive. They were the nicest people I've ever met. And they before the party begins, they straight up bring a gigantic bouncy house, and they hook up an air compressor to it and launch air into it, and this big ass bouncy house, and all the kids are bouncing and having a good time, and the parents and stuff like that are sitting at the table eating, drinking, listening to polka music. It's always polka music every time. Hey, you know, fucking Pedro over here, there's a fucking bouncy house company, you know, all the kids, you know, for a quinceañera. Anyway, great people. And I lived in an apartment one time when I first moved to Arizona. This was before I was making crypto videos, and I had two neighbors downstairs from me. It was Jeanette and oh god, I can't remember his name. I think it was Pedro. And they were the coolest people, and she would get my son toys all the time, and he loved those toys. She got him the best toys, like those play tables where they can stand and play with all the little buttons and blinky lights and stuff. She got him the best toys. She was the coolest. We ate steak all the time together. We would give them chicken, all kinds of shit. We'd hang out. They were great people. And then when I was leaving Arizona, my wife and I had to leave Arizona in like 10 days. She comes in my room one day, and I was making a video, or I was streaming or something like that. And this is a true story. She comes in, and she's like, hey, I got the promotion. We're moving to Pittsburgh. And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. I like it here. And she's like, no, we're totally moving. Like, with or without you, we're like, I'm moving in like 10 days. I have to move. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're moving. Like, it was kind of a point of contention between us, but we moved. So we moved to Pittsburgh. When we were moving, we had to move in like 10 days. And imagine an entire house. Large tables, couches, TV stands. And my wife, we had a 2-year-old autistic son. So basically, I had to move everything. Because if she's moving things with me, he's just going to be running around the yard. He's going to be running around out in the road. And it was 115 degrees, right? How are we going to do this? This is not possible. My wife is not capable of moving half of this stuff with me, and I can't move it by myself because some of this stuff weighs 300 pounds, 400 pounds. Okay, this is no way. Said I'm going to get some day laborers. I never done it before. So in my time in Arizona, I knew of this place that we would drive by all the time, and every time we would drive by, particularly if you drove by at like 8 in the morning, there was about 5 or 6 Mexican dudes standing around, and you could tell who they were, because one time we drove by in a U-Haul truck, and they'd start running after you, They'd start walking up to you. Okay, so you knew they were day laborers. Okay, you know day laborers when you see one. It's about 5 or 6 Mexicans sitting around for no reason at 8 in the morning. Okay, they're day laborers. So years later, we go to move. We got 10 days to move. So I go to that place. I drive in my car. I drive to that place. I didn't see any, but I look across the street and there's a bus stop across the street. They're normally where I was, but today they were across the street. And I was like, man, are those day laborers? I don't know. I'm really nervous. So I got in my car and I went all the way around the block and I pulled up to them. I pulled up to them at the bus stop, and 2 of them came up to my car and they were trying to push each other out of the way because I rolled down the window to the passenger seat and they were pushing each other out of the way, like by their shoulders. And I said, two. I said, get in. And they get in. One of them can barely speak English. The other one, not at all. And we're having a conversation on the way back. And I said, $150 each. They asked me, what are we doing? I said, we're moving a house. We're moving everything into a truck. I said, $150 for maybe 1 to 3 hours of labor tops. $150. And they were prepared. Straight up. They had the lifting kidney belt things. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. Like, I know what a kidney belt is, but you know what I'm saying? With like lifters, like movers, they wear that black strap and it goes around their back and around their kidneys. They had those. They straight up had those. They put them on. Click. Boom. They were ready to go. And we got that house moved in an hour and a half. Everything was in the truck in an hour and a half. Those guys worked harder than they've ever worked. I overpaid them, period. But we needed to go. We needed help. We needed to go. And so they got paid. They got paid, plain and simple. And I'll tell you what, even though I believe in a more of a conservative mindset and I believe becoming a citizen and, you know, those citizens paying at least their share of taxes, at least at a conservative way, a low taxes, but I believe in citizenship and I believe you should be paying, you know, your taxes and you should be, you know, a citizen of the United States, right? Social Security, whatnot. But I'll tell you what, those people came across the border at some point and they were willing to work harder than anybody I know. And they were willing to work right now and do the job. And they weren't lazy about it, not in any way, shape, or form. They fucking hustled. I even offered them beer. I'm like, what do you guys drink? You want some beer? Nah, just water. Nope, didn't want beer. Didn't want it. Nope, just water. They were ready to work. They didn't want to sit around and drink beer. They didn't want to sit around and take a break. It's 115 degrees. They wanted to get everything out of there. And I'm forever grateful for them because there's no way in hell that me and my wife would have been able to get all that stuff out of the house together. So I'll tell you what, man, never rip on Mexicans. Absolutely. Like if you're so bold as to leave your home country where you feel safe and comfortable. One sec, boys.
Immigration called you. Sorry, guys. That was a very important call. I had to take that call. I apologize. It's for a different place to live. Me and my wife are thinking about moving back to our hometown, which is it's like 100 miles north of Pittsburgh. It's kind of in the boonies a little bit, and it'll be nice to get back home and have like grandparents around and stuff like that. Because like right now, like it's kind of hard for my wife and I to go out on dates and whatnot. Like if we want to go to eat dinner, just the two of us, it's really difficult to do that because we don't have any babysitters in Pittsburgh. So we would have to like drive them all the way up north, like 100+ miles to their grandparents, and then go eat, and then like locally there, and then like pick up our kids and then go all the way back home if we want to date. So it'll be nice to be up there so we can just say, here you go, grandparents, like we're gonna go eat. I used to be a mover and got 150 to 200 for full day hard work. Yeah, it's hard work. And like I said, I offered them, I think it was $150. It might have been $100. I think it was 150 each. I think, yeah, it was 150. So they got overpaid, but I was willing to do that, for those dudes, because it was two gigantic dudes, and they got it done. So they got it done in a couple hours. Might have been 3. I don't know. So they got a good like $50 an hour, at least like $75 an hour or something like that. So they got paid. We need to be righteous with everyone regardless of country origin. Sotko gets the job done under pressure. Yeah, I'm getting those day laborers under pressure. Yeah, when RV breaks down in Mexico, 10 people come to help. Yeah, man, I don't know. I never had a problem with anyone. I'm sure there's some I'm sure there's some pretty bad dudes in every country, but for the most part, I don't know. Always really friendly to me. Who was your favorite Breaking Bad character? I don't know. I don't know if I had a favorite Breaking Bad character. I've watched all of Breaking Bad, but I don't know if I could. I think like in some ways, Breaking Bad, like all of the characters were a little bit intolerable. Do you know what I mean? Like here's what I mean by that. Like first of all, like his wife in the movie or in the show, the main character's wife, she was an absolutely intolerable actress. She was just always pissed all the time. She was just a total bitch all the time. Like, she was just intolerable. And then the main character of Breaking Bad, Heisenberg, he was just always lying. Everything. Like, all the characters, like, basically, if you watch Breaking Bad, it's nothing but, like, 10 different characters lying to each other for, like, 60 episodes. That's basically what Breaking Bad is. It's just nonstop lying to each other. The entire, like, the wife and husband lying to each other, the kid lying to everybody, that detective guy lying to everybody, his wife lying to everybody, everybody. Like, everybody was just liars in the show. Like, I don't think there was any one good character in that show. Seriously. Except for maybe that Kingpin guy, the guy who ran the fast food chicken places. That actor is pretty good. I like him. 69. Thank you, Basic. 69. But yeah, I don't think I have a favorite character because like all the characters were intolerable in that show. The show was great. The drama was good. The story was good. But all of the characters were totally intolerable. Like, seriously, go back and watch that show, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You're like, MrSotko was totally right. All of these characters are totally intolerable. The son, totally intolerable. The main guy, Los Polos Hermanos, yeah. The main guy, always lying.
His wife, always lying, an intolerable bitch. That detective guy who was in Starship Troopers, always lying. His wife was a thief, always lying. Everybody was just in this twisted lie with each other. Jesse, always lying to everybody. Nobody could just ever say the truth. If anybody just ever said the truth in that show, even just a few times, the whole story would have been totally different. Everything would have been fine if just a few people said the truth 3 times in the episodes. That's it. It was just nothing but people lying to each other. That's all Breaking Bad was. Mike's up there on the list. What do you think about the Facebook whistleblower job? So I think she was paid by the Democratic Party to steal those so that Facebook would look bad so they don't have any conservative content on Facebook. And then Facebook shut down its own Instagram, Messenger, and Facebook so that they could wipe some documents. That's exactly what I think about it. Still okay, still trading sideways. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Round and round? Nobody knows. Hey, sir, when is your next super bike? Live. Dude, you know what? I can't really do them live very well. I can have, what I do is I have a phone harness. I don't think it's up here. I have a phone harness, and if I start to go fast, it just, the phone just drops out of the harness, and it's hard to keep it up. And because people were like, oh, nice view of a gas tank, because when I bend over on the bike, it bends the camera down. It's so hard to do. Yeah, last one you saw was good audio. I don't think I had it plugged in. Something like that. I had it set up differently. Oh no, I had it plugged in, but instead of having the microphone in my helmet, because the microphone has little buttons for volume control. So the last time I did it in my helmet, it would lower the volume and immediately mute it. So instead I just had the microphone in my shirt. And I have the phone on me, but it's really difficult to keep it up because I need the phone up as high as possible. Because with my type of motorcycle, I bend over and have to bend over to grab the handlebars. And it lowers the view. It's really difficult. I really wish I could. I need a high-end GoPro so that I can Bluetooth my GoPro to my phone and stream live. Yeah, bend. Yeah, I gotta bend. Yeah, low joke. Yeah, I know. Still burning ETH though. Last hour, 10 ETH burn rate. 0.9 ETH per minute. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Let's check the overall prices here. 54,786 for Bitcoin, 35.93 for Ethereum. Let's see what the highest gainers are. SHIB, Arweave, Bitcoin Gold, Monero. Bitcoin is at the top of the gainers today, which is unusual. Raven Coin's way up there. Let's see what the losers are today in the top 100. Ren, Algorand, Telcoin, Elron, OMG. That's an exchange token. What exchange token is that? I can't remember. OKX token, yeah. I want them, I guess others do too. They are real compelling to watch the bike rides for me anyway. Yeah, I'll try to do them more. It's really tough to live stream and do that. If I had a GoPro, I could attach it right here, and then the newest GoPro can Bluetooth to your phone and live stream, so I can connect my phone to the GoPro and then live stream. Because if I have a GoPro on my chin, on my helmet, when I look this way and this way, it looks exactly where I'm looking. Instead of when I'm on my chest, if there's something interesting happening over here, I'd have to move my whole chest, and I can't. Everything crashes, XRP becomes #1 crypto. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think Ashy Dog's got it right. We can pull it together. I know GoPro shit is expensive. Yeah, just a GoPro is really. You can get lapel mics to go up into your helmet. Those are pretty cheap. And my phone is great. I mean, it's one of the better phones you can get at the moment. It's the latest. I don't like iPhone, so it's an Android, but it's like an S21 Ultra. So it does really great live feeds and stuff and pictures and whatnot. But it's just a matter of like I said, it's a strap that I have to put on my chest, and when I bend over, that's the problem. Is it like when I bend over, if it's on your chin, you bend forward and you look straight. So the camera is straight. It's a weird thing. Like it's difficult. It's more difficult than you think. Especially on a crotch rocket. If I had a cruiser, I would always be sitting like this. But with a crotchy, it's tough. I'll try it again though. But you gotta watch me on YouTube for it, because I can't stream to both on my phone. I might be able to. I might be able to actually set up Restream on my phone and stream to Twitch and YouTube from my phone. But when I stream on my phone, it's just to YouTube at the moment. But I'll take a look at Restream, because that's what I use right now. Like when I stream to Restream. I don't stream to YouTube or Twitch. I stream to this website called Restream, and it streams it to my YouTube and to my Twitch at the same time. And you can set it up to do all kinds of stuff, like stream to Facebook and DLive and various other platforms at the same time. But I don't stream to Facebook because all my friends on Facebook don't give a rat's ass. I never had a Steve phone. They always looked for me as an Apple call. I had the first iPhone. But that was like back in like 2008 or 9 or something like that. I had like the first or maybe the second generation of iPhone, and I hated it. Yeah, it looks like I don't know. I'm not sure if we're gonna be going to 60,000 tonight. I'd like it to, but it's kind of getting stuck here. Can we expect another stream from Motorbike Ride? Aren't we just talking about that? Yeah, at some point I can give it a try at some point. I should take a ride on my bike today though. It's a pretty good day out. It's a glorious day out. I was gonna take a ride, but then I seen the prices today, and I was like, oh man, I want to stream. I think it's gonna rain at 6 o'clock, so that's 3 hours of riding for me. But again, guys, I can't get the image very good when I stream on my motorcycle. It's so difficult. Like, trust me, it's so hard. Like, to keep the phone exactly where it should be so you guys can see. It's I'll have to fix it. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys the problem.
Okay. Let's see. So this is it. Like, you can just order them, and like I have this thing that I just duct taped on there to give it to actually bring it out more. But I actually duct taped it on the wrong place. It should be on the bottom. So I duct taped it up here. It's just basically foam, and it should be down here. So it's like a matter of trial and error, because it, like, I'm telling you, it's not easy. Like, it's super difficult. Like, you figure, like, how is this hard, right? But it is. And the reason why is because it's a crotch rocket motorcycle, and it makes you lean forward. And when you lean forward like that, it lowers the camera, like, really bad. Oh, I'm missing the screw now. My son was playing with it. I'll have to find that somewhere. Of course, my son messed it up. Oh, man. But yeah, it's a little twisted up right now, but... And you just put it on and, like, wear it over your chest. And so it holds the phone like so. But the problem is, as soon as you lean forward to grab the handlebars, the camera goes down. So that's why you need a GoPro right here, so that when you look around and when you lean in. And the problem too is, like, if I go fast, there's this little strap here. This goes on like this, and it holds your phone straight up, so you can walk around at a festival and, like, record and stuff like that. You can just order these on Amazon for like $20 or something like that. The problem is, like, when I start going fast, the wind catches my phone and forces it down like this. So then you get a nice, real good look at my crotch. And when I pull it back up, you can't tighten it nearly enough. So it's just not that good for, like, moping around town, for, like, going slow around town. It works just fine. But as soon as I hit the highway, the wind literally pulls, because this is all elastic straps, and so the wind literally pulls the whole unit and phone down, and, like, will eventually just fail and will flop out like that. And it stays closed because there's normally a screw right here that holds this together, but it'll flop down to its maximum point. And then I have one hand on my handlebar trying to pull this thing up and screw it back in, and then it can't. So I know, a year ago it dropped, we saw your belly. Yeah, there's it wasn't even a year ago. My last one was like that, and I don't know if it's still on my channel or if I made it private. Sometimes I make my live streams private after I'm done with them. I don't post every one of them. But yeah, yeah. You should do a correspondence with CoffeeZilla, dig up some souse. Who's CoffeeZilla? Is that another YouTuber? I'll tell you what, like, I'm always down for doing a compilation, not compilation, but like a discussion with other YouTubers. I'm totally willing. I don't care if you have 100,000 subscribers or if you have 2,000. If you're a cryptocurrency YouTuber, I'll totally make a video with you. It's just nobody gets a hold of me for it. And I got a hold of a few people back in the day. That's how I started. How I met Goose Tech, and I met Seth Estrada through Meep, and we've all been on podcasts together and stuff like that. But Goose Tech stopped making videos a while ago. But yeah, like, I'm really down. Like, if I don't know who CoffeeZilla is, but, like, I'm down. Like, if there's another cryptocurrency YouTuber, and even if they're smaller than my channel, I'll have them on. We'll have a discussion. We can bullshit, and if we like each other, we'll do it again. If we don't, then I guess we won't. But I'm always down for that. I'm always down to have people actually chat, like, on voice chat with me. Thank you, Basic, for the bits. 696969. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'd like to do more. I
I'd really like to do more motorcycle videos. When I move, eventually I'd like to make some specific motorcycle videos. I have a lot of ideas for making motorcycle videos, but I don't have, you know, a lot of the things that I need for it. And the problem is that the market is a little bit saturated for motorcycle videos and stuff, so I don't know if it would be worthwhile for me to go out and get a whole bunch of equipment to do it. You know, for the views and whatnot. So it's a matter of like, do I make it like, you know, kind of poor quality without like super good equipment, and risk low views, or do I risk going out and buying a bunch of equipment for low views? You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not always about the views and money and stuff, but I mean, like a little bit, right? Like you wouldn't want to invest a ton of money into something that's not going to really pay off, you know? So I don't mean to make it like that, like sound like that, but it's just like, I'm not going to go out and buy a, you know, $800 DSLR camera and a $900, you know, like $900 worth of GoPro equipment just so I can make a few videos and then, you know, have, you know, 67 views. It's just, you know what I mean? Like it's just not like that much of a like I like my motorcycle hobby is big. Like I love my motorcycle, but you know, it's a tough call. I still love. Is that money or a buck? I don't understand the emote. But thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. You should do a correspondence with who's CoffeeZilla? I have to look this up because nobody's telling me who this is. This guy has 711,000 subscribers. I don't think he would ever. I don't think this person would ever join me. I don't think I could bring enough to the table for it to be worth it for him. Hey, is this real? Did TechLead actually go to jail for making million token? I told you guys this would happen. Isn't this million token? Yeah, and it's just going down in price. Yeah. I told you guys this would happen. Nobody believed it. Yeah, no, everyone's gonna buy it. Did this guy actually... Because I just looked up that CoffeeZilla guy and I seen one of his thumbnails. TechLead in jail after SEC hearing? Is this true? Or is this just a video? Or just... I said that this guy should not make this coin. This is a total security, and he promised it would be $1 million. Is this true, or is this just like clickbait material? I'm sorry, I'm going to jail. There's no way this is true. Right? Been watching it since the BitConnect days. You called that one perfect. Like this TechLead guy, this YouTuber, he made a token called Million Token, and it went way up in price. And now it's just now it's just bombing and bombing and bombing. And he said that this coin would go to $1 million. And I said, that's a really bad idea. You can't say, I can say that Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million. Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million and nothing can happen. Okay. But he made this token and then offered it to his viewers or customers, etc., and promised that it would be $1 million. You can't do that. That's a security. That's false promises. There's no way. This is August 13th, 2021. And then immediately put $1 million. You'd have earned $950K. I think that's might be an old one. I'm not sure. Is this guy really in trouble, or is this just like clickbait? I went to jail. It's over.
Okay. Wow, guys. Okay, so this.
From vlog. I can't tell if this is real or if he's just like one of those, I went to jail. Just kidding, guys. Buy Million Token. You know what I mean?
Is not clickbait. I went to jail. The other night, policemen came to my home and arrested me. This must be the second craziest thing that has ever happened in my life.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. No, it isn't crazy. No, it isn't crazy. How the fuck would you think that you could make a token, a security, and then sell it to people and claim that it's going to be $1 million and not think that the SEC or somebody's going to arrest you? No, it is not a surprise. I called this the moment that I seen it. Nobody fucking listens to MrSotko. Nobody listens to the guy with 20,000 subscribers. Like, oh, no, TechLead's got 1.3 million, so he knows more than you. No, this guy's totally gonna get fucked, or he's just gonna have to do a huge settlement or something. This is super bad for this dude.
What's the craziest thing you're wondering? Well, that would have to be milliontoken.org.
Oh no, is he really?
One of the scariest and most traumatic experiences I've ever had was being taken to jail. I had waited on it for a long time.
And he's still shilling it? Or is this real? I can't tell if this is real. I can't tell if he actually went to jail or if he's just using this to promote his shit. August, this is... As their community explodes. As you all know, there's a scam token created by the infamous TechLead and marketed to his YouTube and Twitter followers. He was exposed earlier today in a video produced by CoffeeZilla, who is well known for his investigatory work in the crypto space. Not only is the price tanking due to his revelation, the community is crumbling under its own weight as its religious hopefuls and fudders battle it out. What followed after was a huge ban wave. Platform for briganding other Discord servers. Their raids, a form of marketing they adopted. Involved their users spamming other servers with messages in support of a Million Token. My thoughts on TechLead going to jail. Okay, that's just his video that somebody just posted. After watching this, I gotta admit that dislikes of TechLead's video came from CoffeeZilla subscribers. Followers become subscribers. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on here. And so, like, these people are defending TechLead and attacking CoffeeZilla for calling this guy out. Thank you for the 100 bits again, Basic. I appreciate you. Sorry, I was talking about I still love, and I don't know if it was money or a book or whatever that is, but forgot to thank you for them bits. I can't tell if this is actually true or not. I can't tell if he actually went to jail. It looks like it does look like clickbait, but then he starts talking about, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? I don't think whatever he's doing is not a good idea. He promised it'd be $1 million, and that's not good. Not only the fact that it's not going to get to be $1 million, but the fact that he just sold a bunch of people a security and then promised everybody to buy into it that it has a minimum floor of $1, which, you know, maybe it does, but that doesn't mean anything. If you buy into it at $40 and it has a minimum floor of $1, that doesn't mean anything. Like, you still lost all of your money. Like, I don't get why anybody would think that that's a thing still. It's that, like, who cares? What do you mean? If you bought into it at $100 and it goes to $1, you're like, well, at least it can't get lower than $1. You know, like, who cares? You just lost 99% of your money. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll cash out my $1 now. He sold everybody a security. There's no way this guy isn't going to get busted sooner or later. All you have to do is, like, have a bunch of people call the SEC and be like, you know, this guy just made a security. He's telling everybody it's going to be $1 million. And, like, I don't mean to rat people out, but, like, you're selling people lies. You're selling people straight feces. You just made that token randomly. I don't care if you put liquidity into it. You told everybody it's going to be $1 million. That gives people a lot of hope. That's fake, no matter what, however you put it. Well, you tell CoffeeZilla he can get a hold of me anytime, and we'll go around and fuck some shit up. But for the most part, I don't think he would give me 2 seconds. Somebody with nearly 1 million subscribers versus somebody who, you know, brings in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 viewers at a time tops on a live stream. I don't know. But like I said, I'm down to make videos or a live stream conversation with any YouTuber that, you know, is hopefully, like, in crypto. Even if you have a couple thousand subscribers, I think it would be nice if you had a couple thousand at least, you know, like, and not just like 4, like you just made your channel and you're like, look, I'm a tuber. But, you know, like a couple thousand subscribers, that's fine. You know, even if you had 100,000, even if you had 700,000, that's fine. Like, I'll make a video with you. It's just like, I just don't want anybody to think that I'm supposed to give them viewers and you're supposed to give me your viewers. I mean, we can go into that, like, and shill each other and be like, hey, like, I think you guys should subscribe to this person, and then that person could be like, I think you guys should subscribe to MrSotko. Let's have a nice community. That's fine. But, you know what I mean? I don't want any, like, obligation or anything. But, yeah, I'm down for just about anybody, really. To have conversations with. Just nobody ever really gets a hold of me. Like I said, I did back in the day to a couple YouTubers and stuff, and we made some podcasts and some videos and whatnot. But ever since, like, there hasn't been much. So if you guys are subscribed to somebody else and they have live streams and you chat with them like this, tell them MrSotko. We'll have a conversation with you sometime. Do a dual live stream. They stream, I stream at the same time, you know, type deal. That's fine. You'd rather invest into Camel Cash. I remember Camel Cash. And then you get those booklets, like you'd get the Marlboro booklets or the Camel booklets, and there'd be like leather jackets and glasses and hats and all kinds of cool shit in there. Oh man, what a terrible marketing trick though, huh? Just smoke 4,000 packs of cigarettes and you too can have this leather jacket. Ooh, we're burning a lot of ETH now. 1.8? What's up with that? The fees don't even look that. Maybe this isn't updated because the fees don't look that high. This is 4 and 3. It's not too bad. Man, speaking of my motorcycle, I kind of want to go for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. Go down to the store. Get a little mini pizza. Mini pizza sounds good. Mini pizza and a fountain drink. And I wish I could stream it. I don't have the I need a screw for this. It's probably downstairs where I found it, but my son was You quit smoking, but you still got your Marlboro Miles dartboard? Yeah, Marlboro Miles, that's right. It was Camel Cash and Marlboro Miles, yep. Enjoy the ride, bro. Good stream. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna end it just yet. I got maybe a few more minutes if anybody's got anything to say. But for the most part, it looks like everybody's out of the stream. I think when I went to take that phone call, everybody left. There's only 6 people left on YouTube and a few people on Twitch. So the dedicated few remain. Counting all the years from your advice or let's say non-investment opinion made a lot of profit. Good for you, man. Good for you. Another guy, MT Coiner, he went against my advice and invested in Hex when it was sub 1 Satoshi, and now he's got quite a bit from that. So, hey, you never know. Take all advice with a grain of salt. Now I've kind of turned around on Hex. But I appreciate the good ride and good stream. But yeah, I'd like to stream it. The motorcycle ride, but again, basic. Yeah, you'd have to catch me on YouTube for that. I have to download the. Let me see if there's a Restream app. I don't think so. I don't think they do, actually. They probably will eventually. Yeah, so I'm basically stuck with YouTube on my phone. I mean, I could stream to Twitch on it, but I have way less of a following on Twitch. Most people won't even notice that I'm riding on Twitch. So yeah, it'd have to be that. If I can find the bolt to my little Frankenstein cell phone holder, I'll do it. But I mean, it won't be the most interesting ride, to be totally honest. It'll just be like to downtown to a gas station. Like it won't be I promise you it won't be too exciting. But if you like them. Do you ride a motorcycle, Basic? Maybe you should pick one up. If you really enjoy the live streams, pick one up. You can get beginner ones, smaller engines. I know I'm invested in 3 shitcoins, 2K each, just waiting for a 20 to 50K bump in that money. Yeah. Aren't we all waiting for that 20 to 50X bump, though? We all are. So you're not alone on that one. But yeah, if you like the motorcycle streams, Basic, you'd pick up a motorcycle. You wouldn't believe, man. Motorcycles are pretty cheap, dude. Motorcycles are pretty cheap. Especially beginner ones. I mean, you can get a brand new Yamaha R3. It's a 326cc motorcycle. For like they're like 5,500 brand new. So if you buy a used one, $3,000. If you like cruisers more, you can buy like old 80s cruisers or 90s cruisers for like Honda Shadows for anywhere from $1,000 to a few $1,000. Shit like that. A brand new Ninja 636, if you want a pretty badass bike, is like $9,000. But brand new starter bikes are usually like $5,000 or so. Used bikes even cheaper. So if you find like an old Ninja 4, if you find like a Ninja 400 or an R3 or a Ninja 300 used, they're like $3,000 or less. Give it a try. It's really fun. Get to feel the wind on you. You get to smell the air. You can feel the humidity. Feels free. Feels open. You can just look around. You can see all the cars around you. It's open. It feels free. It's really nice. The torque feels really good. Like just like once you give it some gas, just man, it's nothing like a car, man. Like your average car, anyway. It just, I mean, it'll just blow them out of the water. Even a small, you know, beginner motorcycle, just eat a regular car. They're fun. But yeah. I suppose that's all I got for you guys today. I'm not sure if we are hitting 60,000 today. It depends if we have another like little boost, like maybe a whale comes along. But right now there's a lot of uncertainty, and it could go either way. I mean, there's a lot of volume going back down, so it doesn't look like the price is going necessarily anywhere anytime soon. It does seem like there's still more volume than when we were here at 50. So there's still interest. Like there's still people trading back and forth here. But yeah, I got 600 CC, but I weigh too much and it's underpowered for me. Okay. So yeah, you're going to want, you probably want a cruiser then. They're more torquey, man. Get yourself like a, I don't know. Yamaha V-Star is a really great motorcycle, man. They make 1100 and 1200s. Like you can get a Yamaha V-Star 1200. If you like crotch rockets, you'll probably just want to go for a CBR 600. It depends on which one you have. Like because there's upright models and those are more torquey. But so you might want to go with 1000, like a leader bike, or a big cruiser like a 1200 V-Star, or even like a Harley Sportster 1200. Something like that. You might need something bigger. Fair enough. But that's all I got for you guys. That's pretty much all the news for the day. We're a little bit deflationary today with Ethereum, and we don't know about 60,000. I am uncertain, as everybody else is. This is just trading sideways. But I appreciate all the subscriptions, all the donations, all the follows, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Good conversation. Yada yada. But I will catch you guys next time. I'm 120 kilograms. That's why 600 is too low power for you. So you weigh like 240 or 50 pounds or something. Okay. Kind of a big boy. It's not too crazy though. I've seen bigger dudes riding motorcycles. Might want to ride a cruiser, man. Crotch rockets are probably, you probably don't want crotch rockets if you're that big. Crotch rockets and big dudes just don't mix very well. I'd get a big cruiser, man. Get like a 1200 cc plus cruiser. Look into that. You might want to try to sell your Honda, man. Your 600 cc and replace it with a nice torquey cruiser. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. I might go get something to eat. Maybe go take a ride on the old motorcycle, celebrate the $55,000 Bitcoin today. Later.